Scarf, which did not work out so well in their favor. So we'll see if, they're going to be trying the Scarf again, knowing that they have a better front line for themselves, if they really want to execute this kind of composition with a Scarf. Although I'm not sure, since they're, how their confidence breaks once the first match was actually not so close. It was Popeyes gaining control once level 6 hits, and then it was just through and towards global domination for Popeyes on that match.
Batiste would be a good pick here for Impunity, just to be able to counter out the Catherine so that you won't be able to dash in and get. I just said Ordain would be pretty good. And the Fearsome Shade, but Impunity's gonna go again for a Scarf. They're really gonna push for the Mage.
Exactly. So, you know what? We have our Grace already. We have our Proper. We're going to get the Scarf. What do you think?
Better defense at least, so that's going to be interesting here. Since Popeyes did ban out the Idris, that leaves a bit more, again, like I said, of mates to come into play. So Popeyes might go for an answer here with a Celeste, or they could go for their jungler. I feel like since Popeyes are, again, like I said, the setters of aggression here, they might go for maybe the Talk or a Koshka.
Kestrel. I was about to mention Kestrel. Kestrel is one of the popular picks for Popeyes back at Split 2 from the past 2 weeks. And the thing is, it's a Batiste. Looks like they're going to be settling with a Batiste, which is not a problem at all. You did mention how it's going to combo. And the thing is, it's really great against this composition that Impunity is starting to form, but we'll see what their last pick is going to be.
Black Feather.
Black Feather. Interesting.
Well, it makes sense since Black Feather's Rose Offensive cannot be stopped by the Batiste's Ordain, so you can actually just go in to the backline and spot out this Kestrel. I feel that this Kestrel would definitely be weapon power since he's going to be in the lane and the Batiste would go for the jungle and, of course, build up on that Crystal. So that was actually a pretty good picking for both of these teams. I think they countered or answered each other pretty well. So it just, would really go in for how they execute the compositions.
Yeah, for Impunity side, looks like they tried to repair what went wrong in the previous game's draft. So I feel like this is a much more solid composition that they formed, and I feel like they're confident they're confident enough to actually execute it since they really want to push through this Scarf. I mean, it did not work out so well, and they're going to be changing a few dynamics. But meanwhile, for Popeyes, again, for me, I feel like their strength lies on the early aggression and not allowing Impunity to actually make their rotations. It's all about pressuring them first and being aggressive and standing their ground, which I really think is that they can actually execute this as they have a Catherine, they have strong poke from the Glimmer shots from the Kestrel, and from the Batiste with the Bad Mojo as well. They've got the right amount of CCs. They have a good AoE combo. We've seen this before, Aserai. We've seen the Fearsome Shade and the Tremor Blast being executed well, and I feel like we're going to see some good wombo combos in this match number 2.
Before we do shed the blood, who do you think won that drafting, Riku?
I am a big fan of wombo combos, so I have to put it on Popeyes again.
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. So, all right, checking out the builds. DefQ will be going for the weapon power Black Feather. A little bit of a trick here. Oh, wait, before that, a little bit of damage onto Tezaboy. But yeah, a little bit of added information. There was the 2.7 changes to the Black Feather, which long story short, makes him bad for his teams to chase down, because I believe the Rose Trail was removed. But as a solo Black Feather, you actually have a better chase. So this Black Feather, I think, is gonna be good in chasing down the Kestrel and to go away or get out of the CC of the Ordained.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Aserai. But noticing the rotations of Popeyes and Impunity from earlier around the match, the initial start of Popeyes and Impunity that they rotated on towards the jungle. Meanwhile, for Impunity, they just tried to pressure the lane. So that means Popeyes will not have that 3-man rotation too long into the jungle, forced to actually clear it out. Impunity gaining more lane control. Both of these teams have actually really good wave clear. So with that said, Impunity is going to have to brace themselves for this.
Engagement upon has begun, and wow, the damage onto Katarn was just so good. Chingy on the Batiste has to back away, activates the boots, and he will be able to survive. Live to fight for another day, indeed. But the damage, as you can see, Catherine just rode through the flames and got burned straight off the bat.
Exactly. Storm Guard definitely not going to be enough, as this is, again, a Black Feather paired with a Scarf. Early game damage is definitely going to hurt. Catherine is not going to be tanky early game, so you have to get those stacks in. And for Popeyes, they really have to reconsider their early game aggression. Yes, they hurt with the Glimmer shots. Yes, you have Chingy as well, but then I feel like it's not going to be enough. Impunity has more of the explosive damage during the early game, and I feel like perhaps they should rethink these types of when they should initiate.
So here's the thing as well, that one of our casters, Lasura, told me about that Impunity like to go for this heavy type of rotation that he called like a sentry rotation. So basically, Impunity, they're gonna just be rotating as a 3-man squad, go in, push the lane heavily, and then when the lane is already pushed into the turret of the opponent, they immediately go for the jungle and look for picks. And right now, they're doing the same thing. Teza Boy has taken quite a bit of damage, and I think this composition from Impunity really can actually shine on that, because they have so much poke from the on point on the Black Feather, and again that siege and that artillery barrage that comes out from the Scarf.
Exactly.
And, okay, and the other thing, I want to finish on that sentry rotation is, so once that 4-minute mark starts, when the Crystal Sentry comes out, they'll immediately destroy that and just try to keep the rotations flowing so that they have objectives to work with. And the counter that Lucia said to me for this was a heavy push from Popeye's side into the lane to force Impunity to answer to them, but we'll see.
And they can actually execute that, as they have a really good poke, really good wave there coming from the Kestrel. They can execute that very well against Impunity if that's their plan in mind. So meanwhile, they're going to be staying here on the lane, as they're going to be forcing some pressure, which you just mentioned earlier. But look at that, they're going to be crashing onto Teza Boy, half HP right now. Will they be able to finish him off? He's one on attack to death, as Deathq will run to safety. Chingy, half HP at this point. Aeon, you're in the wrong side. How brave are you, Aeon? 2-2-2. He's 1/4 HP at this point. Deathq and everybody else is just going to finish off the kill with Deathq almost dead. 2 for nothing in exchange in favor of Impunity.
You don't want to go a little bit too deep. Balls to the wall there, as Chingy is doing the same thing. But if Cordoval can just smack it down and land a stun, it might be over for him. Although he's going to be able to get away from the fights, a little bit unscathed here. But oh, Cordoval, he wants to go for the steal. Will he be able to get it? Oh, did not see that. But now, at least you can see here that Catherine is not allowing this wave to push heavily into their turret, although it does make it so that the laner can get a good amount of CS. It's allowing Impunity to go for that heavy rotations that we were talking about.
Exactly. I feel like Aeon was a little bit too greedy there. He could have backed away, give only one kill to Impunity, but he saw how juicy the target was. He saw how low one of the members from Impunity was. So if it's there, the opportunity is there. You can see the mindset that they want to get a consolation prize at least, and maybe perhaps get away with it. But Impunity, after losing that first match, I'm pretty sure they're going to be very wary of these kinds of plays. Will not allow that kind of movements to happen this time around.
Oh,
so
wow.
We'll see.
Aeon 222 buying up the Sorrow Blade and Weapon Infusion. So he's looking to actually hit a lot of damage here, and they know that they will be just going into the fight. So does he have enough damage? That's the question here. Lucidity bringing out the Dragon's Breath once again. Huge reach to the shade, but it's not really going to be enough. That's going to be the kill onto Chingy, and Impunity are still standing a 3-man strong. Good poke coming in from Aeon 222. Can he finalize? Let's see. Impunity going to go in for the jungle, go in for those invades, while the other members of Popeyes will go and try to go for the lane. And here it is, the Crystal Sentry in a heap of trouble, and Teza Boy will find it dead and not living anymore.
Boy.
Will he go for it?
Well, there's vision
Yeah, it's not
there.
going to be enough.
Anyway, that was a little bit too risky. I know Teza Boy just wanted to scout the jungle out, probably spot out Impunity, getting the Crystal Sentry, but it is a little bit too late. Even though he wanted to stop it, I feel like it's still a little bit too risky of a play, as 3 members can easily jump on Teza Boy and a Catherine. But look at that. Despite the kills going in favor of Impunity, Popeyes is there to still keep up with the gold. So they're still going to be fine at this point. The scary thing is for Impunity's advantage is that they are getting a lot of objectives on their jungle side. And that is one stack already for their Crystal Sentry. And meanwhile for Popeyes, they're still going to be waiting patiently as they are waiting for Catherine to reach level 6, and that's the time where they can confidently retaliate. Again, Blast Tremor.
Oh, that fearsome shade was glorious coming in from Popeyes. Here we go, Rose Offensive from DevQ, going aggressive onto Chingy, but it has actually another Rose Offensive. Aeon 222 is right here, but Blue City is going to be setting up another ultimate right there. No deaths just yet, but Impunity got that gold mine. And I was actually about to say this. The reason why Popeyes had that gold advantage, or the slight gold advantage, is because Aeon 222 on that Kestrel has been farming out of his mind. He is 72, not even close to Blue City's 47 and to DevQ's 57 CS.
Exactly. Impunity just really finding these fights. They want to acquire more objective control by taking out members from Popeyes. But then again, Popeyes just mitigates that kind of lead by making up to farms. They know that they're not prepared just yet. Catherine already level 6. Just remember, we've seen this in Split 1 and in Split 2, where they pair it with a Batiste, they pair it with a Catherine, they wombo combo that. And I feel like they could execute it well. Again, that means no divine intervention in that short span of time. Nothing will save the Scarf. And I feel like if Popeyes execute that well and change it properly, but hold that thought.
Here we go, they're going to go. They actually find a pretty juicy target right now as DevQ is going to go aggressive onto Aeon, and he's not going to be able to escape. Here we go, another fight to come out. There was a huge fearsome shade, but it's not going to matter anymore as we spot the Kestrel taken down. Oh my god, that's going to be an ace coming in from Impunity, and another Crystal Sentry is taken out. Lives remaining left to 1, and Impunity are in the driver's seat.
They are in the driver's seat indeed. Looking for the correct target. Finds Aeon 222. Look at that. No protection whatsoever in that side. Even though the Catherine used the Blast Tremor, it is just too late already. And then Fearsome Shade being used. Maybe they'll get a kill or two away from this. But Impunity, with the good positioning and focusing the correct targets in that clash, they just completely ignored the Catherine. It's not going to do you any good in Popeyes.
What is that Batiste building? Shatterglass, jacket. He is building a lot of defensive items, and right now it seems like Popeyes don't have a lot of damage to work with. And here's the thing. Yes, okay, fine. I give it, you want the Batiste to survive a little bit longer, but I think maybe after that, prioritize going for an Echo, because I feel like a double Fearsome Shade right now would be glorious for Popeyes. They don't have enough disengage potential with just the one Fearsome Shade because it gets countered out heavily with the Crucible, but now it seems like they found their target. Tezaboy has the back away, and Impunity, like I said, have control of this game, and they are getting every single scraps of advantage away from Popeyes.
Yeah, this is actually very good for Impunity, but they want to start a fight. There's a Retribution. He's actually gets stunned here, but they find the Kestrel actually being stuck. Dragon Breath, who's just bathing into the fire as Tezaboy is the other person left to kill from Impunity, from Popeyes rather, but Shingy is in no man's land here, the only one left, and that'll be another ace for Impunity.
Yeah, right now, it seems like there's no damage that's coming out of Popeyes, and Impunity know this. They know that they have the initiation, they have the damage, they have the control of the game, and right now they're just forcing the fight. While Popeyes is still weak, go for that advantage and keep it snowballing. DevQ is going to be able to get this second turret with some swag style points on that on-point last hit.
That is a mouthful after, I understand.
It was.
But anyway, Impunity, again, they know that they've been winning all these clashes. Despite the wombo combo that we talked about with the Fearsome Shade, it seems like Popeyes they're not having the correct opportunity to do this wombo combo because Impunity just keeps on finding them in the wrong places and at the wrong time. So with that said, Popeyes is just going to be using the Blast Tremor, going to be using the Fearsome Shade as a form of disengage without actually, the mindset of eliminating or winning the clash. It's just basically to run away and probably get one kill or two out of that exchange, but they keep losing these, and I do understand where they're coming from. If what you said that Batiste is just going to be building some sort of like half and half here in terms of like he's gonna be building defensive.
Yeah.
I kind of understand because again, you want that survivability. You want to keep him sustained into the battle. But with that, that means they cannot take these fights as they're going to be waiting for. Oh, hold that thought.
And here we go. Blue City really likes to actually go for that Dragon's Breath, but he was countered with the Fearsome Shade. So it's kind of a little bit of uphill here for Popeyes, but it's still not going to be enough. DefQ has already become a beast on this Black Feather, and Tezza boy, oh Tezza boy, run away. Can he actually be able to get away from the grasps of Impunity? I guess the answer to that will be no. He's gonna burn alive as Blue City roasts him, and another ace taken here by Impunity.
Blue City was just looking at the Catherine, but then again, they're going to be marching towards the base. Kestrel will be the first one to respawn here as Chingy, and they're going to play defense here with all the pokes in the world. Cote d'Ivoire, 1/4 HP. He's going to back away and respect all the damage, but look at that. We just blow that right up, and the turret is going to be destroyed.
So, I'm a little bit cringing on the fact that that other turret did not go down because it's just like one more
I think it got
tap.
destroyed. I think it
Double
got
tap?
destroyed by the minions.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
it got
mind. I'm
destroyed
not
by the
cringing anymore then.
Yeah.
But the other fact that we haven't, or rather the elephant that we haven't addressed yet, yes, I wanted to just say that.
Okay.
13 kills on Impunity, and Popeyes have not gotten anything away from this imp squad.
Exactly. They are not able to return some of the kills, perhaps. They're having a hard time finishing off targets. And you see clash after clash. Impunity just ignores the rest of the members of Popeyes and just aim for Aeon 222. I feel like the peel is not enough. And Chingy's threat as a hero in the battlefield is not that detrimental.
They keep leaving Aeon to the dust, and right now, look at that. Beyblade to spin for the win here by DefQ, and two have been broken down. Tezza boy once again, the captain to be left alive, but not for long. There's another ace, and like the Halcyon Fold has said, it's kind of a big deal. No, it's just kind of. It is a big deal right now for Popeyes.
A big deal indeed. 10K, almost 10K gold lead already for this item. Impunity. They're very comfy with their picks. Again, you saw Kestrel cannot do anything. They just practically endure the Batiste because he's not doing the damage that he's expected to do. And look at that. They're going to be finishing this off as game number 2 proceeds to Impunity.
Wow, there's a lot of just really good points that we have to go into once we talk about it more in the end game. But it just clean win for